Okay, so we're back on here. Monday, February 15th. It is 11:58 p.m. 2021. And I'm continuing on. Oh, you can finally see the second counter. 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can finally see the counter. Okay, so the first time, both of these phones had 100% charge when I just started this. And now, they're both at 72%. I just recorded 9 videos before I had to change my SD card. I have roughly 15 to 18 videos to go, and then I'm totally done. So, we'll see how this goes with battery power and what we do. So, same. 1141 is where it was. I'm going to back it up just a little bit, like I said, just for the sake of making sure we didn't miss anything. You can... So, it's easy to see she has a personal vendetta towards me. That's fair to say. She's upset that, you know what I mean, 2 times she tried to do this, that she lost, per se. She didn't win. I won. I always win. That's all I do, is win, win, win. You know why? Because I'm honest. Because I'm truthful. Because I'm smart. I don't do corrupt things that are illegal. So just the same, if the things that I already read in these papers was true, then why was this case dismissed? And this was filed October 9th, 2018. You can see, there's a stamp. It says 2018, October 9, p.m., 12:02. That's when this was filed. Just a second, bud. So I'm saying it's very simple to see. If the children were in any real danger, if you were a mother, would you ever leave your children? No, she did. If you were a mother, would you ever leave them twice? No, she did. If you were a mother, would you leave them 3 times? No, she did. Okay? If you were a mother, and you already had this already in court, and all you had to do was nothing. Show up and prove that I'm this bad monster. Why did you dismiss this case and wait over 2 years to refile the same lies that at this point was 1 year old and is now, these lies are 3 years old? If you cared about their safety, you was worried about them in any way, you would have never done that. You're lying. I just proved it. Any reasonable person can see that. And this is from my attorney. This is what he mailed me when it was done. And he texted me, unreal. The last time that I heard from my attorney was he texted me the words, unreal. So, yeah. This paper... And just to correct that statement, when he texted me the words unreal was when I had told him that they're dropping the case. It wasn't the very last thing. You've already seen that in the text messages. It says, in the text messages, his text messages were included as they were part of the messaging system at that time. And yes, he did text me the words, unreal. It just wouldn't happen to be the last thing that he said. So just wanted to make that quick correction. At this time that I made this recording, I hadn't looked at any of that stuff that was 2 years old. And since then, I have, because I've been making these recordings. So one little error, just wanted to correct myself right there. And this paper papers of each. These are his and hers full body physicals that I had at Akron's Children's Hospital. Full body physicals. And this was for their dental extractions. Her appointment was January 17th, 2019. That's when her extractions was removed. And his appointment was January 18th, 2019. That's when his extractions was removed. Furthermore, another correction. I was off by a day, I think a little bit ago, in these actual last of the YouTube recordings. I had said January 18th and January 19th, 2019. Well, apparently it was January 17th and January 18th, 2019. They're also included in the calendars, which is the actual legit day, but I'm just saying, either way, and accidentally being off in a day, I'm, again, further correcting myself here for the mistake of one number off. And you left December 18th. 30 days before this, 30 days before this, 32, it doesn't matter, you get the idea. You were here to take them to these appointments, and you abandoned them telling me, I can't do it. You want to file paperwork 3 years later, talking about the stuff that I didn't do? I did it, by myself, without you. Remember, the first time that you was here, the second time, the third time that you came back, and we was trying to do, for the children, not each other, for the children. But you thought it was going to be for me, and then it wasn't, so you left. Remember, the first time you came back, you stole my Christmas and New Year's, remember? Which would have been the second time you left, and then the second time you came back, which would have been the third time you left, we had Thanksgiving, because you was here from November 10th till December 18th, which means you left a week before Christmas, purposely trying to hurt them, to ruin their Christmas. And my New Year's just the same. Me, them, New Year's, Christmas, whatever, all just the same. But you left 30 days before you had the opportunity to go, and you actually did go to one of their appointments. Remember, you fell down the escalator? You fell backwards when it was going up, and then you had to ride it on your butt all the way up until you got up, and you get to the top, and then you rolled over and pushed yourself up like you did to get up off the floor. You're not in any fit condition to take care of the kids, okay? Not just physically, mentally, financially, spiritually, in any way. The only way you'd ever be able to take care of them is financially, and that's through Momo. You don't have the mental capacity. You don't have the patience. You don't have the go-to or the no-to. You have nothing. So, just the same, full body physicals documented. Which brings me to another thing, here's my lease agreement in here. I've been here since August 5th, 2016. February 5th will be 4.5 years. I've been in the same house. They've lived in the same house with me every day, 4.5 years. They don't remember living at Grandma's before we moved here. They don't remember that. So they don't remember you being with them any of the time at Grandma's, because they don't remember living at Grandma's. All they remember is living here with Daddy for all this time. Mind you, I've had the stability to have my own place for all this time, and take care of my own kids by myself all this time. How many places have you lived in the past 3.5 years? 2.5 years? Do you have any documentation or proof of any of this? That's what I thought. Who's the unstable one? Okay. We can see. And also, when it came to the point of doing their toes, as of course you never had anything fixed, I had everything fixed. So when it came to the point of doing their toes, they was rejected the surgery, because the surgery is only reserved for specific, hard, tightened, overlapping toes, not ones that are side by side, and they're only reserved for toes that are stiff, that don't bend. And they said that my kids' toes had the most flexible toes they've ever seen, which is because of what I've done to save them. They said it's the way that God made them, and it'll naturally progress and get better, specifically with the help that I've given them to fix their toes during this time. But the man said that because of what I done, that I saved their toes, and they didn't have to have their toes broke and put pins in once they spun them in their proper place, because I fixed them. And the only reason I was able to do that was because you wasn't here. So that last one is a long one. I hope that YouTube will upload it. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so furthermore, I'm going to stop this video and start the next video so that I can stop this video and restart this new video on the new video that just started, which is number 9 of 11. I have 3 more to go on this, and I'm done with YouTube videos. It's new court evidence. Just proof of perjury and facts of truth. So, stopping now.